Is in terms of traffic. Unathi, can you hear us this morning?
A very good morning to you, Griselda, and a warm welcome to all our SABC News viewers. Indeed, we are coming to you live from the N2, right between the town, the King William's Town, and of course East London. It is the longest, by far, the longest stretch of the road in South Africa, the N2 road. As we all know that it runs all the way from Cape Town through the province of the Eastern Cape, KwaZulu-Natal, and all the way through to Emelo in Mpumalanga. And I can tell you that a lot of road crashes have occurred on this road, particularly in this festive season. We've tried to talk to the traffic authorities here in the Eastern Cape to get the stats, but they couldn't give us the precise numbers, saying that they are still compiling those numbers. However, I can tell you that those numbers keep climbing. As we woke up to the news that no less than 7 people lost their lives on the roads in the Eastern Cape overnight, and that happened in 3 separate crashes that happened overnight. And one of them happened near Port Elizabeth, and we heard that another one happened near Graaff-Reinet, which is a major route for those who are coming from the Western Cape to the Eastern Cape, and we understand that it's mainly public transport that is accounted for those crashes. But I can tell you that traffic is beginning to peak here in the Eastern Cape, and it has been like that, and we do expect perhaps by late evening the traffic will pick up a lot more. As you may have just seen behind me, those are 2 long-distance buses that are continue to bring people in from various provinces all across the country back into the Eastern Cape to spend some quality time with their families over the Christmas season.
In terms of police presence, Unathi, are we seeing a heightened police presence as Christmas is just a couple of hours away, almost on every single corner, and in particular at the beaches as well, where we understand authorities will really be focusing on?
Indeed, we are seeing a lot of law enforcement officers visible, particularly on the roads, as you have rightly pointed out, and of course in the beaches. And yesterday we had a privilege of being allowed into the trauma ward at Frey Hospital in East London, and they were telling us that they are ran off their feet. The number of emergencies that they are called into, the number of people that are coming seeking medical attention from them, is the numbers are very, very epic. I mean, it's very, very disturbing, they say. And they say that they expect those numbers to spike a bit as we are heading towards the New Year's. As we understand that a lot of people tend to spend some time indoors over Christmas. However, they say the numbers are very, very disturbing. And even more disturbing is the fact that we are not even on New Year's yet. So the trauma officers here in the Eastern Cape are ran off their feet, but they are doing their level best to ensure that they do give medical attention to those who require it. And of course, the law enforcement officers on the road and of course in beaches are trying everything they can to try and mitigate those incidents of violence and violent crime that is meted out to some of those who are out to get some good time. So authorities are also out to make sure that they capitalize on the festivities. So people are asked to be extra vigilant and take it easy on the roads. And of course, the traffic officials have highlighted the issue of alcohol, fatigue, and of course, public transport operators not keeping safe distance. So they are saying that this time it's a lot busier than it has been in the past, meaning that possibly the numbers are even higher than they have been in previous festive seasons here in the Eastern Cape.
There's already been grave concern from the National Department of Transport regarding the fatalities. We're already looking at more than 900 fatalities. Have we seen a change in the strategy of the Eastern Cape authorities? There'd been major concerns around about this time last year about the number of fatalities. Is there any change in their strategy to try and curb the number of fatalities that we're seeing, in particular coming from the Eastern Cape? Because we see a lot of people move from your Johannesburg areas, your Pretoria areas, who are going home to spend some time with their families.
Indeed, speaking to the officials, they say that they have doubled their effort. They have learned their lessons from the previous years, and they have done everything that is required to be done to ensure that they minimize the number of crashes, particularly fatal crashes that we are seeing on the roads. However, they say the onus still lies with the drivers. I mean, they are the ones who are responsible. They are the ones who are behind the wheel. So all they can do is to ensure that they play by the rules. However, they say they have doubled their efforts, and I can also attest to that. I mean, driving around the province, you can tell that the visibility is out there, particularly in those major roads like the one we are in now. And we're told that up this road towards East London at around 11 o'clock, they are expected to, what time is it? Yeah, at around 12 o'clock rather, they're expected to have a major roadblock, which I don't even know if I'm supposed to announce that, but it's one of the strategies that they have in place to ensure that drivers play by the rules, and they do not, break the rules and end up in road crashes and not spending time with their families. So the traffic officials in the Eastern Cape have done their bit, and the weather conditions have also played along, ensuring that at least the number of the driving conditions are not as bad as we have seen in the past, where there have been heavy rains round about this time, and the weather is very clear, making driving conditions conducive for all the drivers out here.
Well, you've certainly given them a tip-off there, Unathi. Thank you very much, certainly, for your time. Unathi Binqose, SABC reporter, is on the N2 there between King Williamstown and East London, giving us an update of what the law enforcement agencies are up to in that part of town, as many people are doing that last-minute travelling to get to their destinations just ahead of Christmas.